college football playoff is here. The long regular season has all been building to this. And now, first-round games and home field settings. This place is going to be rocking. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only OSU Stadium. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. And the single back takes the handoff, breaks a tackle on the play, and makes a decent gain.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build-up of the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. And if you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. Nice to running back with the ball. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
He'll hand it off. Makes an open space. Now here he goes. Will not be brought down. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Boy, does this guy have speed. How much fun is it to watch this guy in the open field? I thought he might take that one all the way to the end zone.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Throwing here to start the drive. The short completion of the tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And there's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. The 30. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. But there is a marker down, so hold everything. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Really love what this defense is doing today. They're doing a nice job of taking away any success on early downs, and then it allows their defensive ends and pass rushers to get after the quarterback when they get them to third and long.
No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Off the play fake on first down. Pass caught. Can he get in? He will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Of course, this guy's listed as a tight end, but to me, he's really a wide receiver. Here's an example of how he can use his size and speed to overmatch this defense for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
We go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Now they're putting themselves in these third and long situations, and it's simply not a recipe for success. They can't keep this up as this game wears on.
He'll field the punt. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
A nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Now it's second down here. Looking to throw. It's Shaw. Pressure is coming. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home for the sack. And that brings up now a third down and long. Boy, this defense is coming up with unique ways to be able to put that pressure and make this quarterback incredibly uncomfortable. See what they do here on third down and long.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The throw complete to the running back underneath. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
The Ducks will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. A running play called on fourth down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Offense moving into a bunch formation. Play action here on first down. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
They keep him up bounds for the run. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this third and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. He's looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. He escapes the pocket, looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose to tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on third and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open, quarterback made the throw, and they got a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. The back's got it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. To throw, it's Shaw. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Looking to throw it on first down. On the move now. And it'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. It's a shotgun run call. Tackle made after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And the Ducks are going to keep this drive rolling. Toss play running right. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Looking to throw. It's Shaw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Send the back in motion. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Moves out of the pocket. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the defense brings him down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner will be brought down. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. A handoff to the back. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On first down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Gets the first and still running. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
The Ducks will line up on first and 10. Hands it off on the counter. Going to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Ducks. So the offense clicking now, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. After second effort, he's brought down, but is past the marker.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
That's the 3rd sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments or this thing could snowball.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Timeout, Ohio State.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's complete. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. Looking for a receiver. Makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
Here's the throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the 1st half. Minuta's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the 3rd quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Second down, looking to throw it. The pass is intercepted. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
He'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Dropping back. It's Shaw. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming third down call.
The Ducks looking to cash in the red zone. Movement here from the tight end. Makes the grab on the move. Touchdown, Oregon. And the route is on. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Handoff from the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going here.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. And he drops back in the gun. The ball is picked off. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. He's going to hand this off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick throw to the left. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking for the wideout. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice, solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Shotgun handoff here. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
It's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab made by the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. And now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 2nd down after that previous play. Tight end goes in motion. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Now they call a run. Headed for the end zone. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Ducks looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. With 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Number, an interception on the very first play of the last possession.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the big fullback here. They tackle him about the 14.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. It tests the middle but gets stuffed. That one goes nowhere.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense picks it up on the run. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on a ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. That's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much, just a small gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down play coming up. They'll hand it off. Across the 30. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Can he get there on the ground? They pick up enough for the first down. Football goes to the 45.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yards to move the sticks. And they hand it off to the back.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches. But it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Looking to scramble now. He makes the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Right down down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal play, spot the ball at the 9. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.